Have you ever walked into a room and felt every eye turn to you? This is my normal. In Finland, I'm often the only black person. In the supermarket, on the bus, at work, it's like being a bright color in a painting of only white and gray. At first it felt heavy, like I was carrying the weight of representing all black people. This silent job is exhausting. You start to notice the quick looks, the way people move away in a queue, the silence in a small shop. Sometimes it's curiosity, not malice, but it always reminds you you're different. I learned to carry this feeling and walk with my head high. If people are going to look, I'll give them something strong to see. My blackness became my armor, not my burden. Sometimes I make a game of counting other black faces in a day, usually 0. When I do see another, there's a silent nod. I see you. I understand. That small connection gives me strength. It reminds me I'm not completely alone. This feeling of being the only one shapes my story in Finland. It's taught me about loneliness but also about strength. I had to become my own best friend, my own cheerleader. I had to learn to be comfortable in my own skin, even when it made others uncomfortable. It's a complex journey, full of difficult moments and surprising joy. This is the start of my Finnish story. I've learned to turn isolation into resilience. Every day, I choose to stand tall. I find beauty in my difference. I am not just surviving, I am thriving. My story is not just about being the only one, but about being the only one who dares to shine. In this quiet country, my presence is a statement. I am here and I belong. This is how my journey begins. Finland is known for its quiet forests, blue lakes, and peaceful society. The silence here is real. You can walk for hours in a forest and hear only the wind. This quietness drew me in. I thought I'd find peace. But for a black person, the silence can feel different. Sometimes it feels like you're invisible, left out of conversations, or not seen in media. The peaceful society can feel cold if you're on the outside. The Finnish dream is real for many, but for immigrants, especially black immigrants, the path is full of obstacles. I found beauty in the long summer days and snowy winters, but I also found the quiet of people not knowing what to say to me, the quiet of being left out, the quiet of not seeing yourself reflected anywhere. This silence is not peaceful, it's a loud reminder of difference. My Finland is two places at once, stunning nature and safety, but also a place where I have to fight to be seen. I love this country for its peace, but it challenges me every day. Understanding this contrast is key to understanding my life here. It's a beautiful, complicated, and sometimes lonely home. I live in a land of deep peace and quiet struggle. The silence here is both a comfort and a challenge. This is the reality of my Finnish life. My first weeks in Finland were unforgettable. The biggest shock wasn't the cold, it was being so visible. In Lagos, I blended in. In Helsinki, I stood out. My skin was a bright light. People stared, often out of curiosity. I felt like an exhibit in a museum. On the tram, in stores, children would point and ask questions. At first I tried to ignore it, but it made me self-conscious. I was always on a stage. Another shock was language. People would switch to English, even if I tried Finnish. It felt like a barrier, keeping me in the box of foreigner. No matter how hard I tried, I was seen as different first. I had to develop a thicker skin. I learned to meet stares with a smile. Sometimes it broke the tension. But the effort was constant. The shock of standing out never fully goes away. It becomes the background music to life here. I've learned to live with it, to let it shape me, not break me. Every day I choose to be visible on my own terms. I'm not just seen, I'm seen as myself. This is the reality of standing out in a sea of white. I'm learning to own my space, and that is its own kind of power. Living in Finland means learning about microaggressions, small daily cuts that remind you you're different. A colleague touches my hair without asking, calling it interesting. People ask, "Where are you really from?" implying I can never truly belong. There's surprise when I speak well or have a professional job, as if it's unexpected. These comments aren't meant to insult, but they reveal low expectations and stereotypes. In stores, security might follow me. At parties, someone makes a joke about Africa. Each moment is another cut, another decision: do I speak up or stay silent? This is the hidden work of being black in a very white country. The emotional weight is real. Microaggressions are exhausting, but I refuse to let them define me. I choose when to educate, when to protect my peace. Every day I navigate these small battles. I am more than the stereotypes. I am whole, and I belong. Over time, I stopped seeing my difference as a weakness. If I'm going to be visible, I'll use that attention. My presence challenges stereotypes just by existing. In meetings, my voice is remembered. My perspective is unique. I learned to speak with confidence and stop trying to blend in. My culture and story became my superpowers. Standing out opened doors. People wanted to hear my story. I became a bridge between cultures, explaining my world to Finns and Finland to the world. This shift took time and self-love. I had to define myself for myself. Being different is not a problem, it's a gift. It pushes me to be stronger, more creative, more resilient. My visibility is now my greatest strength. I am not just the other. I'm a leader, a storyteller, a connector. I use my difference to make a difference. In Finland, my uniqueness is my power, and I'm proud of it. At first I felt alone in Finland, but slowly, I found my people. The Black community here is small but vibrant. We are students, artists, entrepreneurs, families. Finding this community was like finding an oasis. Here I could relax, be myself, and not explain who I am. Groups like Think Africa and Ubuntu Film Club create spaces for us. At events, the room is filled with laughter, music, and warmth. For once, I'm not the only one. These gatherings are more than social. They're safe spaces to share challenges and support each other. We celebrate each other's successes. Our solidarity is our strength. Our children grow up together, building strong identities. We blend our African roots with Finnish life, creating a new culture. This community is my chosen family. It anchors me, gives me joy, and keeps me strong. We are building a home together. In this community, I am seen, valued, and loved. We lift each other up. Together, we thrive. Dating while Black in Finland comes with extra challenges. Stereotypes are everywhere. People expect you to fit a certain image. Online, some men fetishize Black women, seeing us as exotic fantasies. It's not a compliment, it's dehumanizing. I learned to be careful, looking for genuine connection, not curiosity. I found my partner here. He's Finnish. Our relationship is built on love and respect, but mixed-race couples face stares and assumptions. We've had tough conversations about race and privilege. It takes patience and communication. Despite challenges, these relationships are bridges between worlds. They show that love can cross cultural and racial lines. I see many happy mixed-race families here, a sign of change. Finding love is possible, but you must be strong in who you are. Filter out the noise. Look for someone who sees the real you. Love here is complicated, but it's also beautiful, and it's worth it. Racism exists in Finland, often in subtle, systemic ways. It's harder to get a job with a foreign-sounding name. The media and politics sometimes paint immigrants as problems. These things create fear and make you feel unwelcome. It's a daily fight to be seen and heard, but there is hope. Things are changing. The younger generation is more open and globally aware. Anti-racism activism is growing. People from all backgrounds demand change. Organizations work to educate and fight discrimination. Seeing Finns stand up as allies gives me hope. Finland is in transition, learning and growing. Conversations about race and identity are happening more. There's more representation in media and workplaces. The journey is long, but I focus on hope. I believe in a better, more welcoming Finland for my children. Change is slow, but it's real. I choose to be part of that change. My story is one of resilience and hope. And I believe in the possibility of a brighter future. If you're a Black person thinking of moving to Finland, know this: it won't always be easy. You'll feel lonely, stand out, and face misunderstandings. You'll need strength and patience, but don't be afraid. There's beauty and opportunity here. Finland offers a quality of life that's hard to find elsewhere. Your unique perspective is needed. Bring your whole self, your culture, language, music, food. Share it proudly. Find other Black people. Build your community. Connect with Finns too. Many are kind and curious. My journey has been lonely and empowering, difficult and beautiful. I wouldn't change it. Come with strength and an open heart. Finland isn't perfect, but it can be a home. You can carve out your own space, write your own story, and your story is needed here. Welcome to Finland.